back to my channel. Today we will be filming a vegan apple pie recipe with a twist. We're gonna throw a little white girl love for pumpkin spice into this pie. What I'm gonna do that with is just some pumpkin puree. Only very little because I only want a touch of the pumpkin flavor. I don't want it to be overwhelming, you know, because I'm not a huge pumpkin fan, but I like a little something. And I thought it would be different because how many apple pie videos are there, you know what I mean? And also we have some pumpkin pie spice that I'm gonna use, and that will add a little slight and small touch of the pumpkin flavor. Of course, the pumpkin is optional. This recipe totally works without the pumpkin. For this video, what I wanna do, I wanna add a little pumpkin in there. And our other ingredients obviously are apples. I got these apples from WIGHTMAN farm in New Jersey. I went pumpkin picking and apple picking and hay riding and a whole bunch of other things last weekend with my dad and my little sister and my friend. Oh, and they smell so good because they're ripe and juicy and delicious and local. Hello, hello. We got some flour. The seasonings we'll be using is cinnamon, sea salt because sweet and salty is always good. Vanilla extract because I put vanilla extract in literally all my baked goods. I put it in my oatmeal, I put it in my smoothie, I put vanilla extract in almost everything. Coconut sugar because we don't use that white sugar around here, get it together. And pumpkin pie spice, which has cinnamon, cloves, ginger, and nutmeg. I'm also using frozen pie crust because they're vegan, and I'm not making a pie crust. Like, it's not happening. It's not. Y'all heard what I said in my what I eat in a day video. Info card right there. Shameless promo. But like I said, I don't do long drawn. I can't be in this kitchen for hours. But they're in the freezer, and it's really nothing special. I'll show it to you when it's time to fill up the pie and everything, but ain't no need to see it right now. I have a pie dish, obviously. And that is all the ingredients that we will be using today. If you make this pie, make sure you send me pictures. Hit me up any way you can. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Let me know so I can repost you on my page at Slink Ocean Fitness. So if you want to see how we make this vegan apple pie with just a touch of pumpkin spice, then keep on watching. So we're just peeling the apple right now. We've already started peeling them. We only got 2 more. I think we have more than enough apples for this recipe. Like, we're definitely gonna have some apples left over. The juice coming out of this apple is insane. Like, I really cannot deal. Measured out everything. This is 1.5 tablespoons of flour, just unbleached flour. 1/3 cup of coconut sugar. You can use whatever sugar you want, and this can be swapped out 1 for 1, so you don't have to worry about the measurements. Whatever sugar you use, 1/3 cup is going to do you just fine. I have the pumpkin puree here. This is more how you want it. You can taste it. I taste it and smell it. That's how I determine how I want this pumpkin puree. And the amount is very little. Like I said, I'm not a huge pumpkin fan. I just like a little taste of it. If you want more, you can do it. That's fine. In the pumpkin puree, I already mixed it together so it could just be nice and flavorful because I'm gonna glaze it on to the pie crust. And it is just the amount of pumpkin. I don't even remember what I put. I did like a scoop. Just eyeballed it, and then I put some of the pumpkin spice seasoning in it. I took from this 1/3 cup and put some sugar in there and mixed it around, and it tastes great. I already tasted it, so it's good. I'm gonna add like just a little sea salt, just a little. We got my pie crust here. Before I get everything started, I'm gonna just take some and glaze it on. So that's just how much I put. You could put more. I'm gonna throw some in the apples, but that's just how much I put in my pie. So we're just gonna season these bad boys. I'm just mixing it up, getting real comfortable, letting them know what my fingers feel like. Getting them familiar with my hands, you know? Making them feel comfortable, letting them know it's okay, it's okay. You were made for something special. So I've seasoned it and mixed it once. I'm gonna do the same thing, mix it again, and from then I'm gonna taste one of the apples, see if it's where I want. If I feel like I need to add more, I will, but I think after 2, I should be good. As I predicted, it was good the second round. So I'm gonna add the pumpkin and the apples, I'm gonna add the sugar, mix it again, try it. I don't wanna taste it while the flour is on it, so I'm adding the flour last, and then I'm gonna fill it into the pot. Toss. I'm sorry. I gotta put my hands in my food. That's just how I know. Throwing the flour on there. I know. So we're just gonna fill our pie. There we go. No real method to this, just throwing it in there. My slices are all different sizes. They're all kind of thin, finger food size. And once I fill this first layer, I'm gonna add a little more pumpkin and a little seasoning, like very, very little, because the apples are really good right now and I don't want to ruin a good thing. Yep, this is good for the first layer. So we're gonna add a little more of this pumpkin. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on. The more I see it, the more. So we got our pumpkin on there. We're gonna add our second layer. So now I'm just gonna add some vegan butter on the top. So I have about this much butter. I don't think I'm gonna use all of it, but it's about that much. Depending on how you like your foods and things, you can put more or less. So I'm just gonna melt this and I'm just gonna pour it over. Just like that. I know anybody's gonna be lonely. This is a fine point to point out that just because something is vegan doesn't mean that it's healthy, okay? Just because something is vegan does not mean that it's healthy. This is not healthy. This is not your everyday vegan treat. Okay? Alright. So we're gonna put the top layer on. And let you know everything will be alright. We have our butter on it. We have our sugar. We're gonna sprinkle it with some almond milk. I'm just gonna use this 1.5 teaspoon. And I'm just gonna sprinkle the milk on top. I'm just spreading it around just so we can get like a nice even coat. Alright, that's mixed around and that's it. We're gonna cut some dents in it. Nothing too crazy, just those little, you know, dents you see in pies. I think that's more than enough dents. So here it is. That's the pie. It's all ready to go in the oven. The oven is at 350. At the 30 mark, I will be taking foil and covering the edges to make sure that the edges of the pie don't burn, because those will cook much quicker than the rest of the pie. I cannot wait to eat this. Like, I cannot wait. I know. So our pie is in the oven. It's gonna bake for about 45 minutes to an hour. At the 30-minute mark, I'm gonna cover the edges with foil so they don't burn. And then I will be back with the completed pie. You could be down for, 'cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move. So there's the pie. It looks so good. Oh my God. It looks so delicious. All right, so I'm about to try the first slice that has been cut out. I'm really excited. See? I'll put just the right amount of pumpkin for my taste. Just the right amount of pumpkin. I'm the shit. As you can see, I am wearing other clothes, and that's because it is not only a completely different day, but it's a completely different week. If you watched my story time, or if you follow me on Instagram at SwinkOcean and SwinkOcean Fitness, that I lost a lot of my files from my vegan apple pie video. But luckily, the software that my friend told me about to recover my files worked. And I didn't get all of them, but I got some of them. I'm gonna walk you through it. It's hella simple. I'm telling you, this clip was nothing. It's all right. So all I did was keep kneading it with my fingers, as you saw, until I was comfortable with how the top of the pie looked. I then took a fork and squished the sides, like you do when you see a pie, or like, you know, press down on the sides. Then after that, I decided to add a little more of the vegan butter. Not too much, just a little more. So I added a little more of the vegan butter, a little more of the coconut sugar, some cinnamon, and some almond milk. And then I just kind of spread that around with my fingers on top of the pie. I let it cool a little bit before I cut into it, because you don't want to cut into it right away. You want to make sure everything settles, everything gets familiar with each other before you know, cut into the pie. I know you're hungry, you want to eat it, but before you cut into it, you know, make sure you let it cool. And that's literally it. And my outro got deleted, which that's what this is. This is my outro. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you try this recipe. I hope you make it for Thanksgiving and give it to your families. You're gonna be super surprised, especially with that taste of pumpkin. Like I said earlier, if you make it, please send me a picture, because I'd love to share it on my page. If you're wondering what's going on behind me, we were having a SwinkOcean dinner party over on SwinkOcean. So if you aren't following me on Instagram, you should, at SwinkOcean and at SwinkOcean Fitness. See you in my next video. Peace.